Hey, how are you, everybody? Good evening. I am live and direct. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if anyone or if people will join. Otherwise, you can refer to this video at any point that you're watching this video. I say hola, 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 hola. How are you guys doing? It's really splendid to be here tonight to discuss on this topic. I announced yesterday that I will be going live to discuss about the profitability of this drug testing business that we all are in. But what I would like to do is give it a couple of minutes before I get started. And just so you know, you guys are welcome to ask your questions. I will be monitoring my chat, so feel free. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can go live on Instagram. I am not familiar with Instagram, but I'm gonna try. So give me a minute. Guys, feel free to ask your questions. Drop your comments, drop your questions so I can address them. I see that some people are in the chat. They have questions there. My time do not permit me to be in that group answering questions, so I always try to come live and just answer questions. One moment. I was live. That's the thing. Okay, I got it here. I'm not sure of Facebook Live. Jeez. Okay. Hello, Instagram. How are you all? This is Coach Eli. How is everyone doing on Instagram? So is Facebook. I'm live simultaneously, guys. So let's talk a little bit. Let's discuss some about the profitability of this drug testing business. All right. So I would have loved for it to be interactive, so I can get a judgment of how many people are in this drug testing business. How many are in this drug testing business? So, is drug testing profitable? The quick and the fastest, easiest answer on top of my head, right off the bat, is that yes, it is a profitable business. Because if you look at your math, if you're a mathematician, if you're good with numbers, you can easily determine if this business is profitable or not. Very easy, very self-explanatory, easy. When you're operating a drug testing business, the first thing that you want to do is have an account through a lab, and that is because DOT is regulated. You cannot do POC when it comes to DOT. You have to do everything through the lab and your medical review officer, right? It has to be a lab-based type of test because of DOT. You cannot do it in-house. So first thing that you want to do is have your own account, correct? So by the time that you're setting up your account with your vendors, with your lab, the first thing that they do is give you a list of the cost of everything, how much each test is going to cost you. For example, if you want to do a 5-panel DOT, there is a cost for everything, right? So how much is the lab going to charge you? So for example, let's use CRL or let's use Quest as an example. When you set up your account with Quest will tell you that if you want to run a DOT 5-panel drug test, it's going to cost you around I don't use Quest, but I think it's going to cost you around $15 to $18. So but then you go around, because that's your lab, that's your account, you go around and charge your customers anywhere from $50 to about $65. Let's just stay in that range. So if you deduct what is going to cost you, the $15 to about $18 of your what is going to cost you that you're going to pay to the lab to run your test, minus what you charge your clients, the rest, the profit right there, the rest of the money is your profit. So the margin right there is huge. Okay, so let's talk about like 50 minus 15, that's 35, correct? So $35 right there, if you're able to, so let's just stop right there. So that's $35. So the margin right there is a good margin. That's a good profit right there. Regardless of whatever it's gonna cost you, like your everything else. So let's just not make it, let's not complicate it. So that's what makes this business profitable, because what you're paying to the lab is the margin, and how much you're gonna charge you, or how much your client is gonna pay you. That margin right there makes it a profitable business. But then what we want to do, or what we want to put into consideration, is the volume. What is the volume of the $35 that you're getting out of that? That's what we want to talk about today. The volume is the problem that I think that I've seen that a lot of people are having. How much volume can you bring in the drug testing? How much volume? In a week, how many tests are you doing? Okay, that's where the bottom line, that's the bottom line of the profitability of this business. But in general, drug testing business is profitable because it doesn't cost you anything to even to start doing drug tests. All it takes you is to take the class, become certified. The lab is not asking you for any startup fee. Most labs, Quest will ask you for some sort of fee, because if they run your credit, your business credits, and you don't have credits, Quest will probably charge you $250. As compared to other businesses, if you're into home care, you know how much that is going to cost you for survey, for every other type of things. All right, but when it comes to drug testing business, the startup cost is very low, meaning that it's a very good business that anyone can do. If you are very energetic, strategic, you can make your money, because the startup cost and funds that you would need for this business is very low. You don't need a huge capital to start this business. If you want to truly, genuinely do this business, you can start small. A lot of people are on the internet and they see people talk about something, but they refuse it, or they lack the business plan. And that's why a lot of people, when they're in the business, because they don't have a plan, they fail at the end, or even somewhere in the middle of the business. So when you want to do anything in life, especially business moves, you need to have a strategy in place. You need to have a plan in place. You just don't go by what everyone is doing on the internet, or what you see your friend do or your family friend are doing. Even though you are copying or you're like emulating good things, you still have to do your own research and your own homework. So that way, by the time that you start this business, you're not going to fail in this business. I know a lot of people are looking for magical words, but I'm coming here tonight to tell you, or to give you, like, it's all about reality. And the money that you make also comes with your personality. A lot of people are lazy. Some people are lazy. Some people don't like to do work. Some people are looking for magic. They don't want to put in some work. All of those things contribute to your success in your business. And I'm saying this because I'm a coach. People ask me a lot of questions, various questions, and you're going to be like, you for real? And that is because some people refuses to plan. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So when it comes to this kind of business, especially drug testing business that requires $0 for startup, you have to have a master plan. And I'm going to continue to say this. Some people also confuses being a collector, a DOT certified collector, some people mixes and confuses what the term means. If you're certified to be a DOT specimen collector, it's not saying that you have to do all of your drug testing based on collection only. I've seen that happen to about 10 people in a short span. That means a lot of people are still not understanding what DOT specimen collector is or what the business is. If you become certified, you're good to go. You're good to own and operate a business. But make sure you have a business plan. If you don't have a plan in place, you're not going to make money. Let's be straight. Meaning that you have to have your marketing strategy is in place. And also, when you're new in business, you may not see return in 2 to 3 years. A business starts to generate volume in a long span. Businesses don't boom like right there. So if you're in this business, be patient. You would see return with consistency, persistency. And I don't even think it's only drug testing business. It's all any type of business, anything in life. Even with a child, you're not going to have a child today and your child is not going to walk today. Everything requires consistency. So go back to what I said in the beginning. When you have a lab account, you're paying that lab only about $15 to run your test. The most $18, which is not, I don't think is correct. The most is about $15 to $20. And you imagine charging your client per each test, 5 DOT panel, about $65. That's what it cost me around here. And my number varies, but I don't go below 50. So when I deduct 15 from 50, the rest of the money is for me. So again, what you're looking for is volume. How much of a test are you doing? Trust me, I've seen people that are able to make $5,000 in a month. I think that's reasonable enough. If you're able to make $5,000 just by doing drug testing within your first year of operation, I think that's a good money right there. And with consistency, branding, networking, marketing, your volume and number will increase. So that's the plan. Always have a master plan in place. When you have a master plan, your things, your businesses, your services, it's going to be easily executable. So what I've come to also see in this kind of field is that people do not only rely on just the drug testing. You can have other services. Other services will also help you with your revenue. You don't, a lot of people I see underestimate DNA. DNA testing is also actually one of the most profitable business, and that people do not even talk about. That is the easiest. You don't require nothing. You require $0 to start DNA testing. You don't even need a special training to do that. You only need your common sense to do DNA testing, and that alone can actually lead you to your 6 figures. People do not talk about that a lot of times. A lot of people gravitate towards drug testing, but DNA testing. So what I recommend for you, if you're truly genuinely want to be an entrepreneur, a lot of people don't like to work for people. For example, I don't like working for people. I want to be my own boss, and I'm contented with any amount that I make. As long as I am my own boss, I make my hours, I set my hours, and I have my target. Every day I know how much I want to bring home. As long as I'm able to meet all of those targets, I'm content. At the end of the day, what I've come to realize is that my work must be consistent though, because you must not be tired of the fact that, oh, I didn't make any money today. If you stop right there, you're going to kill your hustle and you're going to kill everything. So continue to be persistent in what you do. You will see the numbers increase. What I was getting ready to say is that DNA testing. If you're doing drug testing, consider also doing DNA. Be a DNA reseller. Do not always settle for collection. Even also the same thing for drug testing. A lot of people are trying to sign contract with Fox, trying to sign contract with eScreen, trying to look for First Advantage. All of those things will not cut it, and that's the reason why you get to the point of frustration. Y'all will be frustrated because those are not your money. Those are considered hit or miss. Like, what if you didn't have someone to collect? What if you don't have a donor? But what guarantees is that you have your own special type of contract, and you already have like an estimate of how much you can make from each contract that you sign with your own private client. So do not always open this business in the hope to collect for DNA, to collect for DNA, to collect for fun facts, or to collect for e-screen. All those things will not help you. You won't get to the destination that you want to get to. And it's going to end up being that you're asking yourself, why are you here in the beginning? So again, always have a master plan. What I'm trying to say, let's recap, is that if you're opening a drug testing lab, try to source for your own contract. Don't do everything solely on collection. Collection fees alone would not help you. If you're trying to collect for DNA, let's for example, Fun Facts will only reimburse you $11 per each collection. All right. eScreen will reimburse you $10 per each collection. That's not what you're looking to do. They are all good, but that should not be your sole main reason for opening your doors. The sole reason for you paying those mortgage, what is it called, your lease, whatever, is the fact that you're looking to have your own contract, your own private clients. That's the reason for your business. Please, I'm saying this again because this has become a pattern. I begin to see this a lot of time. People will go out there to borrow money, to have a brick and mortar, and hoping that Fun Facts will give them money. Go and invest in Google ad. It says something the last time. A lot of people do not gravitate towards that because, again, everybody's looking for magical words. There is gem in what I'm saying for those that understand it. I had a discussion in the past about QR codes. People do not understand what I meant when I was talking about QR code. Investing only, or if you're actually truly using your QR code to your advantage, that also brings revenue to you. What that QR code will do to you is that it's giving you presence on Google. I'm not going to go in depth in QR code. I have that video already recorded in my group. So if you search for that, you're probably going to find that video. But with Google, all those little marketing branding strategies goes a long way. That's for you in sourcing for private client though. So like putting yourself on Google, paying for Google ad, Facebook, Instagram, sponsored ads, all of those things adds up. Those are the things that you can do, that you can put your money into. Unlike looking for magical things from Fox, eScreen. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. So again, this drug test, I remember I was gonna say something about DNA. Other services too, addition of other services such as DNA also adds up. If you happen to be fortunate to be in a location that is not oversaturated for field prints, that's another fingerprint vendor that you want to partner with, because field prints actually, they're a big agency and they have huge volume of customers or clientele. So if you're able to have a contract with field prints, that's also something that that can help you. It's not all the fingerprinting vendors that actually helps. Some, like field print, I know they are very busy and they can. I've seen some people like they were able to service about 200 clients only from field print. So that's a free 200 leads for you right there. If you're able to see 200 people coming to you for fingerprinting services, you have been able to market your services free of charge to 200 people right there, because they only came in for fingerprint. But guess what? They might need other services that you provide. Some of them might need drug testing. Some of them might need to have a DNA testing done. If you guys are doing notary, if you are doing postal, so many other things like that. Another thing that you can also add to your services is teeth whitening. People actually also uses that services a lot. Beauty is something that people invest money into. and teeth whitening is more of beauty related. So if you have a space that you can dedicate for teeth whitening, that's something that you can also do. You can add teeth whitening and do your thing. Very zero, low cost kind of startup to start a teeth whitening business. You don't even need up to $500 for your supplies and everything else. That's something right there. Teeth whitening alone can give you about $2,000 in a month. Okay, so that's only from teeth whitening. Now, if you're able to resell DNA testing, and if you're able to see or do about 20, that's a lot actually. Let's just be moderate. How about 10 DNA only in a month? Who knows the math? 10 DNA only in a month, and that's small. But because we want to be realistic, we want to set attainable goals. You just don't want to set unrealistic goals. You want to set goals that are attainable. All right, so let's say 10 to about 15 DNA tests a month can give you how much? Who has a calculator? And I want you to drop if you're watching this, because I don't have a calculator on me. So let's say your profit from one DNA test only vary from $250. So $250 times 10, that's $2,500. That's your profit only from DNA, and you don't need any other thing else. So we've come to see that we have $2,500 from DNA. We have 8,000 or 2,000 from teeth whitening. All right, and let's just say, because you're just starting your drug testing business, you're also able to see about 1,000 to 1,500 on drug testing. Add all of those together, that gives you your monthly revenue. Okay, so that's how much of what you can make in a month. And let's even say worst case scenario, you're able to make half of that just because you're just starting. Imagine you being consistent, opening your doors every day, taking allowing walk-ins and all of those good stuff, because a lot of people like to walk in. That's like something that you should also consider when it comes to this business. Appointment is good, but if you also have that policy of walk-ins and all of that, you would see, because people remember, those that do drug testing are employers, or like donors are actually looking for work, correct? So they're actually either randomly tested, they're actually already working, or they're looking for employment. So this kind of services booms or are more like during the after hours, not after hours, but in the afternoon time. So when you have that kind of walking policy where people can just leave their work and quickly come around and do what they have to do, that's something that you should also consider. So these are little tips here and there that can help you. I hope this video have been able to bless you. This video is meant to help you. If you feel like you still have questions or things that you want me to clarify or elaborate more on, do not hesitate to reach out. Also want to seize this medium and opportunity to let you know that my first DOT specimen collector of the year is going to be on the 19th. 10 days to be precise, 10 more days. Today is the 9th, so it's on the 19th. If you want to sign up, registration is up. Okay, that's for DOT specimen collector. Also I see that a lot of people are actually considering having their own drug testing business, and they need some sort of like guidance and help. If you want to invest in coaching, I am going to start the a special type of group that is dedicated for individuals, and it's only for paid members. Okay, that group is going to be full of resources, much of help, much of guidance. If you're interested, let me know. I'm going to put you in the group. I'm still branding, so you all are welcome to be part of that group. It's for a very low fee per month, where I will be helping you with so many other things that is related to what we are doing in this drug testing business. It's for those that need some sort of like guidance, those that are in the business that are just starting and they have so many questions. All right, that group will be there to help you. You don't have to be there forever. Like you can just be there for the first 3 months of your starting of the business. That 3 months should help you, assist you with setup and everything. Because if you're just doing something new that is very new to you, you definitely need help. So I will be having that kind of group, and it's mainly going to be for networking, helping each other, full of resources, content, guidelines that is tailored, targeted specifically for this industry. So that will launch in February the 1st. But again, I hope you've been able to take something out of this video. Again, the business is good and it's there if you have a plan, and if you are not solely relying on collection. All these type of things, if you put them in place, you would see the difference. So go ahead and do the best for yourself. Be consistency. What doesn't I forgot the lyrics, but consistency is key in anything that we do. I hope this have been able to bless somebody. All right, I don't have a comment, I don't have anything. I see you all Instagram, y'all are right there. All right, I'm gonna leave this video for about 30 more days so y'all can refer to this video, leave your comments, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.